Greetings and salutations, Mega Wizard 79 here with another episode of Skyrim. So, in our last episode, we went and collected some Dwemer cogs as well as procuring a warped soul gem, which we have once again, from Enther after we had to go and get a staff for him. This stuff, oddly enough, which he didn't take off of us. Don't know why, but whatever. And now, basically, we found out that the soul gem in question, well, it's too warped to actually be used. So we have to go to 3 locations. I mean, I know there are actually 4. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3. Actually, 5. There are 5 total quest markers, but we only need to go to 3 of them. Let's see, so 2 of them are situated over here. Let's see. So yeah, we got 2 there. That's... there's the... Okay, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, we'll just go for the ones that are actually outside as opposed to being inside. So we'll start here at Deep Folk Crossing. Now, these converters actually just look like regular old Dwemer chests, so they're nothing that spectacular, if you will. Alright, I think this one's actually unguarded, but, better safe than sorry, right? Actually, yeah, this one's actually 100% safe. Some of the other areas are not, but this one's fine. Okay. Kind of interesting, huh? Yeah, we're not touching that. Anyway. So, all we do... dump it in there. And do this. There we go. Alright, now for the next one. The next spot's actually pretty close to here. Yeah, it's right there, so we'll just take Shadow here. Alright. Ah, learn route. There. But yeah, as you can see, this quest will definitely, it'll definitely get you going places. Yeah, almost there. Yeah, there it is. Anything to pillage? Not really. Alright, once again. One, 2, 3. Here we go. Alright. final location. You know, it's funny, I never bother going to the one over here, even though there are two right here, but... what are you gonna do? It's so much... Oh! There's another one right here, too. Wow, there's a ton of them. Oh, well. Anyway, I prefer to just go to the ones that, you know, you can actually just fast travel through. Now, this one will have bandits, though, so... be forewarned. Fortunately, though, they're not really tough bandits. Actually, I don't even know if they've respawned yet, because I did come here before and I obliterated them. Huh? Nope, never mind. Spoke too soon. Wow, how did I miss?
Gonna rip you up. Run.
Hey, schmuck. Die. And that's it. I mean, why not, right? Not bad. That's actually a really good hole. Huh. It says activate dwarven mechanism. I'd rather not. Just to be safe. Anyway, but the thing I want is actually right over here. There it is. And now for the final time. 1, 2, 3. Right, now we just go back to... there. Now after this, we gotta go and talk to Enther one more time. And, oh boy. I mean, I really liked his other conversation before too, but this one takes the cake.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass. Perhaps we can go another few decades. It worked then. Let me see. Goodness, that's it, isn't it? Yes. It's not perfect, but it's a close enough approximation that it should certainly suffice for initial tests. You've done excellent work here. Truly excellent. There's only one thing missing now, and that should be arriving shortly. I'll begin preparations. Thank you again so much for this. Until next time. Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. That would be nice.
Alright, now for this one you kind of have to wait like a few days. should do it. Alright, let's see. Did he come back in here? I hope so.
I'm sure you've made note of who's been the most helpful during your time here, Archmage.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
There's a bonanza of people.
May I just say it's a pleasure to have you leading the college, really.
Restoration is a perfectly valid.
Such a brown nose.
Why are my research materials constantly disappearing?
It's a fine day with you around.
Ah, here he is.
Divines bless you.
Nope.
May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Still have to wait a little while longer. I think you might actually have to wait a week. I don't know. Alright, let's try this again.
Perhaps we can go another few decades. No, and at this rate, I never shall. Enther is once again holding out on me. He refuses to deliver yet another item absolutely essential to my work. I am close, so close. You must force him to see reason. I don't know. I've already agreed to pay him quite handsomely for the item in question. Just do whatever it takes to get him to stop lording this over me. Until next time.
I'm just putting this on just, in case.
I'm assuming you're here for more than a social call. Taking me up on my offer, eh? Good. Oh, by the divines, you too? I've already told him I don't have it. Nothing at all! Arniel already overpaid for whatever it is. You're not listening to me. I don't have it. I set up the whole deal. A courier was supposed to be bringing it from Morrowind. He never arrived. Okay? The deal was already done. The thing just never showed up. I can't help that. I don't know. He never told me. He made most of the arrangements himself. He just needed it transported from Morrowind. That's what I agreed to help with. If I'd known it was so important to him, I'd have charged him more.
I love that dialogue.
I don't know. Are you not listening at all? It was a simple task, so I didn't keep close tabs on it, like I do with the dangerous stuff. Last I heard, he intended to pass through Eastmarch on his way here. If you're getting involved in this, that would be where you'd start looking. Why is this suddenly so important, anyway? Give my regards to Carlia if you see her.
Okay. Now, East March. That is this whole freaking region right here. Fortunately, they placed it right here. Unfortunately, it's inside there. God damn it. On some occasions, it'll be like right here in, well, not Wismus Grove specifically, but it will be in like some place, or like if you're really lucky, it'll be in some area where it'll be outside. And the worst that just happened was a guy getting mauled by saber cats. Unfortunately for me, I'm gonna be going into a goddamn. I hope that place is still cleared out. That's all I'm saying. If I recall correctly, that's like that's a place that's like filled to the brim with mages. Again, it could just be a run-of-the-mill battening camp, and if that's the case, that's fine. But it could be a full-fledged it's a full-fledged dungeon. Yep. Actually, you know what?
The whites take you. Surrounded. Fall back.
Didn't mean to do it to Shadowmere. There we go. I mean, if I'm going to be fighting the Shadow Hand, I mean, not the Shadow Hand, alright, I actually got a perk off the deal that quick. Okay. Take that, because I want to get Savage Feeding.
Sure have mercy on you! Gods, no!
Gods, yes. There we go. Please excuse any noise you hear in the background. It's just my mother. Well, my mother listening to a very noisy YouTube video. Yeah, I'm gonna be going quiet for a little while because that is noisy.
Did you hear something? Never should have come here.
Going to put you down.
I cannot best you!
here.
Come on. Come on.
No. Enough.
Okie doke. Now then. Doo-doo-doo. I mean, there's really no sense in me doing any of that. And here's the courier, poor bastard. And here it is, the keening blade. Now then, this, now then, this sword right here, well, dagger, has, a long history in the, Elder Scrolls lore. Now, you see, this weapon is one of three of a dwarven smith's. Well, not really a smith. He's actually he was actually an incredibly powerful enchanter. But yeah, he created 3 artifacts. I think his name was Kagernath? Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But yes, the Keening, Sunder, and Wraithguard. Those 3 items. Wraithguard being a gauntlet, Sunder being a hammer, and Keening being a blade. So these 3 items together were essential to, well, making yourself into a god. You see, the way it works is that with, this is how Vivek, Alamaxia, and Saltasil made themselves into gods. Essentially, first in... Oh, interesting. It's very translucent. It's weird. It's not supposed to be. But, yeah, so the way it works is... Well, first you need Wraithguard. Without Wraithguard, you cannot wield either weapon because they will start destroying you. They're that powerful. The fact that basically we're wielding Keening without Wraithguard implies that its power has long since waned. But basically the way it works is that you wear Wraithguard so you can use the other 2. You first strike Lorcan's heart with Sunder to create a specific tone. After that, you then strike with Keening, and then afterward, you're supposed to perform another. You're supposed to do one. You're supposed to do like a third thing. But if you like the way, like essentially by striking Lorcan's heart, you cause it to resonate at a certain frequency, which then allows it to be struck by Keening, and then following that, you basically then perform another action, which will then make you a god and will make you immortal. We don't know what the third step is because they never wanted anyone to repeat the process. Uh, but basically, in the game Morrowind, where these 3 items were prevalent, once you struck with Sunder the first time, you then were to just repeatedly strike Lorcan's heart with Keening over and over and over until, well, it destroyed itself. Like, there's way more to it than that. I mean, like, you know, like, I'm essentially spoiling the entire ending of the entire game like that. You know, like, that was the climax. That's the big thing. Like, basically, you know, like, your whole thing was building up to you getting this dagger, getting the hammer, getting the gauntlet and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a big build-up, very well done. I highly recommend you guys play it, in spite of the fact that the game is old as dirt in terms of video games, anyway. But seriously, it's a really good game. I cannot recommend it enough. Or at the very least, watch a playthrough of it. I mean, you don't have to play it yourself. Just watch a playthrough. And if you're gonna watch a playthrough, I recommend Keith Bandelay, because he does really good playthroughs. And basically, unlike me, his content is way better just because he actually you know, does it on a computer, so he has the luxury of editing and all that stuff. But yeah, can't recommend it enough. Just go watch it or go play it, either or.
Divines bless you. Perhaps we can go another few. The dagger? Duh! By Akatosh, they didn't even wrap it correctly. You didn't touch it, did you? Well, no. Of course you must have. Did you attempt to wield it? And you're not dead? Gods, it's a wonder it's in one piece.
See? What did I tell you? Keening would kill you instantly. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, it would kill you instantly in the game if you didn't, well, I mean, not technically instantly, it would just keep doing damage over and over and over and over and over and over until you drop dead. And there was no health regen in that game, so yeah, whatever damage got hit on you, it stuck until you healed yourself. It was its own learning curve.
This is not just a dagger. This is a dwarven artifact beyond nearly all value. A singular instrument of immense power. A tool of impossible import. Keening and its counterpart Sunder, used by the tonal architects of the Dwemer to tap into the heart of Lorcan. I do indeed. Keening, one of the great tools of Kagranak himself, is finally in my possession. I don't think I really believed this day would come. Now we see whether my theories are correct. I apologize if I have not been clear about my work. I didn't want to discuss it for fear this moment might never come. Everyone knows the dwarves disappeared. No one knows why. This little experiment is a first step in recreating the events of their disappearance in an effort to unravel that mystery. Lacking the heart of a dead god, I'm substituting the crystal you helped craft in its place. I also lack Sunder, the counterpart to the dagger Keening. I am reasonably confident, however, that this will still work. I certainly don't expect it to have quite the same results. I'm no tonal architect, of course. Well, I suppose it's time, isn't it? Let's see what happens. You may want to stand back a step or two. But please, don't leave. You've been instrumental in this process. I'd like you to see the results firsthand. Right then. That didn't really do anything, did it? Perhaps a little harder. I don't understand. This should produce some notable effect. Work, damn you!
Bye-bye. And that's it. Yep. I'll take that. I'm just gonna leave that there, because if I pick that up, that's actually a, I can never drop it, as far as I know. I can drop this to my heart's content and still use it. I think actually I think actually its power got restored a little. I'll have to check back to see if it was if its ability changed a little. Because this is, I mean, like, this is what it does, though. Like, you know, it absorbs 10 points of magicka, 10 points of health, 10 points of stamina, just like the original one. But yep, that's it. That's exactly that is the end. That's what happens to him. And now we get this. Oh wait, no, it's a power, I think. Spectre. No, it is actually a full-fledged spell. Here it is. Costs no magic, and we get to summon him for 60 seconds where the caster points. Yeah, it's treated as a master level spell, so you have to do this. There we go. And there he is. So, yeah. Well, he succeeded in recreating the events of what caused the Dwemer race to disappear. Because essentially that's kind of what happened. They basically tried to destroy the heart of Lorcan. And as a result, they got, the theory is they got sent to another plane of existence. Essentially like him. So as far as we know, he's probably with the Dwemer right now. Maybe. Who can say? But yep, that's it. That is the long and short of the entire quest line. I just love the fact of how it just disappears in a blinding flash, and then like, what do you call it? And then your reward is you get to summon him at your leisure for nothing as a summon. He's actually quite powerful, though. But because he is a mage, I think he retains all his skills, all his abilities. He still has all his equipment and all that stuff. So yeah, summon him to your heart's content. But yeah, so please stay tuned for the next episode where we will be starting with the Dawnguard proper. But until that time, though, this is Mega Wizard 79 bidding you all adieu.